What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another classic Tekken 8 video. Here we are going to talk about the rank reset problem going into Tekken 8 Season 3. Now, when it comes to Tekken in general, they have made this kind of traditional when it comes to Tekken. It kind of started kind of like in Tekken 7, where they start resetting the ranks later in Tekken 7's tenure. Now, it then traveled over to Tekken 8, and we already saw after the first season of Tekken 8, they decided to reset the ranks. And now, going into Tekken 8 Season 3, one of the things that they showed when it came to the trailer is that they're going to reset the ranks again. Now, it's kind of a mixed bag. Some people like it, some people don't. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm one of those people that don't like it. And I'm one of those people that kind of feel like that could be a problem when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 3, especially going on Tekken 8 Online Rank Match. And I'm going to explain why it's going to be a potential problem once again for them resetting the ranks. And because of what we saw this past weekend when it comes to TWT and the trailer that they showed when it came to Tekken 8 Season 3's reveal, it's going to give people a lot of things to talk about over the next couple of weeks. And one of the things that they said when it came to that trailer is that they were going to reset the ranks again. So this is one of the things that I am going to talk about because, like I said, I have a problem with this, and I feel like there is going to be a problem. Now, I know there's going to be some people that's going to come in the comment section talking about the dumb stuff. Oh, you're just complaining. Yeah, I am. I am complaining. I am complaining because you know why? This is something that I really have an issue with, so I'm going to talk about it. So if somebody comes into my comment section and says I'm complaining, yeah, I'm complaining in this video. You right. You're right. So here I'm just going to talk about why I feel like the rank reset is going to become a potential problem when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 3. And I do have some solutions to make the rank reset actually worth it while I'm talking about what issues it can really cause when it comes to Tekken 8 Online Ranked in Season 3. Now, first of all, I want to start by, look, I kind of get it. I kind of get the reason why they're resetting the ranks. They're doing it because obviously, you know, they're going to have new moves. It has been confirmed there is going to be new moves, you know, new balance patches and stuff like that. So they want people to get used to the new moves, new balance patches. They want us to incorporate all of that with our game and stuff like that. They want us to learn the game all over again. You know, kind of like, I understand that. Okay, so what now? Reset the ranks, get back out there, you know, incorporate the new moves, get used to the new balance changes and all of that. So I understand why they're doing it. But on the flip side, this could be a potential problem. And one of the first problems that I have with them resetting the rank is this. So we've already seen in Tekken 8 Season 2, they added more ranks. So when they did that, when they added God 1, God 2, God 3, God 4, I'm sitting up here like, okay, there is no way that they're going to reset the ranks. There's no way they're going to reset the ranks when they added all these ranks. And if there was going to be a Season 3, you know, some people are still going to be climbing. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people hasn't even reached certain ranks yet. Y'all feel me? So I was like, okay, there's no way that they're going to reset the ranks. And then they turn around and reset the damn ranks. So basically, you know, now the problem is time. Now, like I said, you know, there's a lot of content creators that have a lot of time on their hands because a lot of content creators, this is what they do every day. You know, they stream or whatever every day. So a lot of content creators, they're going to be able to get there faster than others. And of course, you know, the pro players, a lot of the pro players are going to get there. But one of the problems is just the time it's going to take to either get our ranks back or, you know, reclimb and make a whole nother journey out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, they added all of these ranks. So like some of us are still climbing. You know what I'm saying? I'm at God of Destruction. And I was just this close from getting God 1. I was doing it methodically. But then they talking about reset the ranks. So I'm just like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not even going to waste my time in getting God 1 if they're going to take it away. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the God 1, God 2, God 3s, like what level do they go down? If you're a God 3 or a God 2, how far do you go down? You feel what I'm saying? What, do you go down to original God of Destruction or Tekken God Supreme? Like what's up with that? Put that in the comment section because look, you know, I miss things. They probably said it somewhere like if you're a God 1 or God 2, you might drop to, you know, Tekken God Supreme or something like that. Look, hey, I'm only human. I miss things. So if y'all seen that anywhere, put that in the comment section. But as far as, you know, being an original God of Destruction, of course we go back to Tekken King. Y'all feel what I'm saying? But like I said, we're still climbing. Original God of Destruction, we still got those other levels to go. So I just don't understand why they did this. What was the reason for that? Now you're forcing us to take more time, not only into getting where we was, but to keep climbing again. That's a lot of damn time. And with a person like me, yes, I do content, but I got a lot of other things going on outside of YouTube. So I will tell y'all right now, when it comes to rank climbing, once again, it's just going to be very methodical. You know, it's going to be very slow for me, kind of like it was in season 2. But, you know, it was kind of different because season 2, we had those early balance patch issues where they were fucking the game up. So, you know, I didn't mess with ranked match for a while because everything was just really messed up when it came to Tekken 8 Season 2. Hopefully it won't be like that. If it is, it's going to be another community backlash, and we're going to be right back to square one when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 3, and it's going to be bye-bye for Namco and bye-bye for that Tekken development team. But I'm seriously hoping that that does not happen. I do not wish that type of backlash on anybody, not even Namco. I don't even wish that type of backlash on Rockstar Games. But like I said, hopefully it won't come to that. But the time that we're going to have to take into getting those ranks back, it is just going to be a hell of a lot of time. It's going to be a hell of a lot of time. And like, I don't know. It's going to be an energy thing too. Time and energy. It's going to be a lot of energy. You're probably going to have to kind of dedicate a day or dedicate a weekend to it. In my case, I'm probably going to have to dedicate like a weekend to try to get the GOD back and then see if I can climb, you know, after that. But it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time once again. That's one of the main reasons. And I'm going to tell you right now, as a content creator, you know, as a competitive player and a content creator, that takes time from that. You know, going back and redoing the ranks all over again, that takes time away from me making content. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, I guess you could say it is what it is. That's a little bit of a problem for me, but we'll just have to work it out. But like I said, it's going to be a methodical thing for me because, like, going back on that ranked match again and all that, that's a lot of time, and it takes away a lot of time, and I got other things I got to do. You feel what I'm saying? Such as make content and shit like that. Number 2, the second thing where I feel like this is a problem when it comes to the rank reset is obviously, I said this in Tekken 8 Season 2 when they did it. Rank reset validates the cheaters. Now, this is going to be the biggest problem when it comes to the rank reset when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 3. The cheaters. We all know what went down when it came to those, you know, those cheating organizations on Discord. Y'all remember the whole GG boosting thing going on. Now, by resetting the rank, this is what the development team have done. They have validated the cheaters, and they have put these people back in power. These people that cheat, these people that are using auto block, macros, save scum, whatever, they have put these people back in power. And when March get here, these people are going to be ready to go. They're going to have their cheats out. And for those people that are using save scum, I'm going to tell you right now, if they had GOD or whatever and go back to Tekken King, those people that are using that save scum cheat, they're going to get GOD the same fucking day. The same fucking day the game gets updated in March, they're going to get GOD again. So those people that are save scumming, they're not even going to fucking play the game to even get the rank back. They're going to cheat. They're going to fucking save scum old data, and they're going to cheat like that. And that's one thing I do not like about the rank reset. It validates the cheaters. The cheating is probably going to be as crazy as it's ever been. We might as well get ready for it. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of those players had probably reached God of Destruction and God 1. Now, they ain't going to have it no more. They're going to re-cheat their way up there. They're going to use their auto blocks. They're going to use their macros. They're going to use their save scums. And we're going to run into these people. And it's not going to be fair. We're going to run into these cheaters. And it's just absolutely not going to be fair. But the development team is forcing all of this. And we're going to have to be the ones to deal with it. And I just feel like that's completely bullshit. That we're going to have to deal with the cheating all over again. We're already dealing with the cheating. But now with the rank reset, the cheating is just going to be out of control. Watch what I say. It's going to be crazy. You know, a number of cheaters that are going to come back. And I'm going to tell you something. Now with the rank reset, one thing I caution people, and I saw this issue with Tekken 8 Season 2. When the rank resets, don't pay attention to a low rank. Just because somebody is a low rank, don't pay attention to that. That was another issue too, because we would come across like a Bushin or another Tekken King or something like that, and we would actually think in our minds that they were actually Bushins or Tekken Kings, when in reality they were God of Destructions the previous season. You know, so I caution people to think about that too. That whole, when you see that rank, don't look at it like, oh yeah, this guy's a Tekken King, this ought to be easy. Don't look at it like that, because we don't know what last rank they had. They probably had a God of Destruction or something. You know, that really fucked up a lot of people's minds in Tekken 8 Season 2. I know I got kind of tricked by that. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I came across a couple of blue ranks that were playing like GODs, and I'm just like, what's fuck going on? And I'm like, oh yeah, rank reset. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's an issue too. It's like the ranks are not going to tell the full story. The new ranks that we're going to get, not going to tell the full story. Another problem. On top of, we're going to run into those lower ranks, probably a Bushin or something, and they're probably going to be cheating. Going to be big problems when it comes to that shit. The cheating is probably the biggest problem of all when it comes to the rank reset Tekken 8 going into Season 3. Now, another problem that I personally am having with Tekken 8's rank match altogether, and now they're resetting the rank again. Now they're saying, I said this in the previous video, they're going to get back to the basics. What I'm hoping, at least 20%, what they mean by that is, when it comes to Tekken 8 online rank, put something back in the game that's going to make it more attractive than it was. And of course, y'all already know where I'm going with this. They need to put the infinite matches back in the game, much like they did with Tekken 7. Let it be a marathon. Let two ranks go up against each other. Let's duke it out until somebody falls or till somebody promotes. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that's boosting. No, it's not. How is that boosting when you got two people, same rank, just going at it back and forth, maybe for hours? That ain't boosting. That's well earned. Because at the end of the day, guess what? Even though someone gets demoted and someone gets promoted, I still think both sides win. You're learning the matchup in real time. You're walking away from that fight better. You know, you probably fixed some things when it came to the character matchup, when it came to the matchup of your own character. When you fight like that, you can fix things. You can fix things on the fly, and you are going to become more skillful. You are going to become better despite what people say. You feel what I'm saying? You can get better like that. You know, ain't nothing better than learning in real time. And what they were doing in Tekken 7 with those infinite matches, that definitely will help. And like I said, they need to go ahead and put the infinite matches back in the game. And then on top of that too, they just need to make the point system fair down in the middle. They don't have to do all this fucking crap that they were talking about in that balance note. They don't have to do all that. Give us the number of points that we deserve, and if we lose, okay, you know, we'll lose a couple of points, but don't make us lose a whole shit of points like it was at the beginning of Tekken 8 Season 2. Man, come on, just look. When we win, give us a points. When we lose points. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? They don't have to do all this stupid special shit when it comes to the point system. So that's yet to be seen when it comes to the point system. Once again, that could be another problem when it comes to Tekken 8 Online and with this rank reset. How are they going to do this point system? Because when I was reading it, it was a lot of complicating shit going on. So we just going to have to see what goes on there. And those are the few problems right there that we could possibly have when it comes to the rank reset, when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 3. And like I said, you know, the cheaters, it's going to be crazy. Rank match, I feel like they should add a couple of things. Like I said, the infinite matches, I feel like they should add that. And I don't know what it is with these fighting games now. I've just noticed ever since, I guess you could say, ever since PlayStation 4, you know, all it is, they sit us in the lobby and we wait for fights. But you remember back in Tekken 7 had the grid. You know what I'm saying? And we could just go to people that were waiting on fights. It was like that in Virtua Fighter. It was like that in Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown just had a grid where it had players just waiting on fights. And we could just go to that player and just be like, you know, that the player accepts. They accept. Why can't they go back to that? It's like all fighting games, like all developers have gone away from that. And then on top of it too, I kind of feel like if they go back to that grid where we can see players and just go to them for a fight, that way we can stay away from the cheaters. You know, that way, you know, for people that don't want to keep running into the same cheater every single time, they could do it that way. But I just don't understand why they got rid of the grids where we can just go to a person, click on the person's profile, and if they ready, if they boot up, let's go. You know, they should try to bring that back. I think that would really work. I think that would really help Tekken 8 right now if they bring back that old grid that they used in Tekken 7 before they took it away. I just never understood why they took it away. A lot of people say because it was another form of boosting, but no, not really. Because if you were to go to somebody's profile, they choose not to fight you, hey, just go to another person. You know, I kind of feel like that was cool. And then that way you can find your own rank. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know what I'm saying. They ought to bring that shit back. But, you know, yeah, they talking about getting back to the basics. Put those basics back in. Put the infinite matches back in and put the grids back in. Let us choose what rank we want to fight. You feel what I'm saying? And if that person denies us the match, so be it. It's better than sitting there waiting 20 minutes for a match, you feel what I'm saying, and possibly not get one, or possibly somebody denying the match, or possibly running into a cheater that we don't know who's behind there. Y'all feel what I'm saying? They should bring that grid back. I think it'll work in Tekken 8 Season 3. But yeah, that's what I wanted to come on here and talk about. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the potential problems that can happen when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 3 as far as the rank reset. And like I said, I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like the whole rank reset thing. I don't like the whole Call of Duty prestige thing that the Tekken development team is doing here. I really don't like it. I really don't think this is necessary because they added all of those ranks. You know, it's really not necessary. And another problem, another issue that I have with this is that, okay, you reset the rank. So obviously we're going to take our main characters and try to grind it out to get our ranks back. You know what the problem is there? You got these new characters coming out. What if we want to try those new characters? Now, look, Roger is tempting. Roger is a character very tempting. You know, very tempting. So what I'm saying is somebody's going to want to try these new characters, go to the lab, get a feel for these characters, and go out there and try to fight with these characters and get better with these characters in real time in rank match. We can't do that now. We're going to be using our main characters to get back up there. If they would have kept the ranks the same, we could have been like, okay, you know what? I'm going to purchase Roger, focus on Roger. My main character already at God of Destruction. So, you know, I'll get Eddie back out in a couple of weeks or something, and I can focus on Roger. We can't do that now. We got to put our main characters right back out there, grinding like hell. And while these characters are sitting over here, like I said, that's just too much. That's too much going on. That's too much going on. Like I said, that rank reset wasn't necessary. It was not necessary at all. But when it comes to Tekken 8 Season 3, we're just going to have to deal with it. Like I said, it's just one of those type of things. It could be problematic. It could be problematic, especially with the cheating. We already know the cheating going to happen. We already know it. The cheating is going to happen. So we might be ready for that. We're going to run into cheaters. We're going to run into Jin cheaters. We're going to run into Steve cheaters, man. Steve Fox players, man. Steve players are the biggest cheaters, man. Steve players are the biggest cheaters, man. We're going to see it all. We're going to see it all. Save scum. We're going to see, hey, y'all going to come across some motherfucker that's already going to have a GOD the first 25 minutes that we play. Probably going to be at the demotion match. We face that motherfucker again. He going to be right back at GOD. Y'all remember that shit, man. This shit crazy. And a lot of people still think that the whole save scum shit is fake. Y'all better ask around. That shit is real. That shit is real. That's what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to come on here and basically talk about the potential problems when it comes to the rank reset. And like I said, I'm not for it. I'm totally against the rank reset. We did not need it in Tekken 8 Season 3. There's a lot of other things that they could have done than to reset the rank. You had all these ranks in. Now you're keeping people from getting those higher ranks once again. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Put y'all thoughts and y'all feelings down in the comment section. We could definitely get a conversation started. My name is Demetrius. I will get back at you in the next video. God bless. Stay safe. I am out. Peace.